I do want to talk to you about tree limb damage because this is a big topic at our
Timely.
morning meeting. I mean, we had the storms that rolled through last night. We've been seeing this all throughout the newscast. Let's talk a little bit about that.
Yeah, it seems to be one of the most popular questions we get, in terms of, online or on the internet or just in person. What happens if a tree falls on your property or if a limb falls on your property? A lot of people don't know, who's responsible. Is it your neighbor's responsibility? Is it your responsibility? Is it anybody's responsibility to pay for the damage that is caused? And generally in Alabama, the law is that as long as a tree is healthy, then the owner is allowed to permit it to grow. And if an act of nature, blows the tree down or blows a limb off the tree and it injures somebody else or injures their property, then that is not anybody's fault. It's just an act of nature, and there's not any compensation that would be paid by the owner of the tree, even if the tree's on their property. But if the tree's diseased or decayed or dying or dead, that can be a different story. So if the owner of the property knows that a tree is diseased or dying and needs to be, or there's limbs that are dead that need to be trimmed, and they don't do it, and whether throws them on somebody else's property or a person, then that person, the owner of the tree, can be held responsible for the damages that it caused.
We do, I understand right now, have Desiree on the line. Desiree, can you hear us? Desiree, are you there?
Good morning.
Well, it appears we may have lost Desiree. It seems too that right now, even trees that may look healthy from the ground, we're seeing a lot of trees, more so than seems like usual, falling or losing branches. Do insurance companies and does the law take that into account, that maybe there are things going on this season that affects trees differently because of all the rain we've had that may not be the person's responsibility or fault?
Well, I mean, yeah, so really you're looking at a situation where, homeowners have a responsibility to maintain their premises in a reasonably safe condition. So if there's a hazard out there that they know about, if there's a tree with dead limbs, or if there's a tree that looks like it's falling, or it's a problem, that's a responsibility that they're going to have to take care of. If they have homeowners insurance and their tree injures someone, then the homeowners insurance is going to come in and indemnify them up to the extent of the policy for the damage it's caused. But a lot of these situations, you've got insurance carriers that will go out and inspect properties, especially homes in areas where there is severe weather. They're going to take this into consideration when they're looking at writing policies in the future because essentially they don't want to have to pay claims. So they are going to really inspect the properties, and they don't want to insure people that they think presents them at a high risk of having to pay a claim.